Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's morning time. Sun has not come over the mountain yet. We've got a visitor in the pond. One duck. I don't know if I can get any footage of him. I don't want to scare him off and let him have a little bit of peace before I start the machine up. So I was going through my canned goods this morning before it got daylight. I'll tell you what, fruit, these are all trash. I think some of them froze, but some of them were having other issues. Yeah, fruit, you really can't get over 4 years out of them, at least in a non-climate controlled environment, let's put it that way. I didn't have good luck in the ones that were in the climate controlled either, over 4 years. So we'll go out the door up here on the top, see if I can get a little video of him. It's gonna be real windy out here. I'll tell you what, last night was the windiest it's been this trip. It was vibrating the whole building. Well, I guess he got spooked. Oh, looks like he's coming back in for another landing. There he goes. Yeah, it's not very pleasant out here today. It's supposed to be clear. Oh, there he goes. He's back in the pond. Yeah, that type of duck there is real timid. Well, that's as much as I can zoom in on him. Yeah, he's real timid. I'll give him a little time. I've got to go make a few phone calls, so I'll let him have a few minutes more of peacefulness. So that big massive pile of rock there's, and that little bit of spoils on the other side, I say little bit, it's probably 5 loads. I'm going to get that moved today. And then if I have time, I'm going to start about 20 feet away from the water line. I'm going to start digging and see how deep I can get there. That's my goal. See if I can get down to 20 feet or deeper. I'd like to hit 25. 25 is the magic number because that'll give me 2 years with no rain. The pond will have water. and I think that's a pretty good cushion for out here. As far as I know, as record goes, we've never had a year with no rain, but we've had years with 3 inches or slightly less than 3 inches for the whole year. Really, all you need is 1 inch of rain in the right spot and it fills the pond up. So, of course, you could get that 1 year when it just misses the spot that needs to be rained in. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing over here on this side of the creek, this pond. I've got a bunch of erosion from the water sheeting across here, and I think that might have been what killed that moringa tree, that little baby moringa that I planted there. So I'm going to cut a little diversionary bar ditch starting from the edge of the topsoil pile there straight to the creek. Not real deep, you know, just 18 inches or something like that, to get it channeled into here where I can control it. Later I'll, you know, mitigate it in other ways, but this is a temporary fix. Soil. Let's see how dry it is. That's all topsoil there too. Of course, you got rocks mixed in with it. But yeah, later when I get done with phase 1 of the pond and I get back over here messing with this is going to be the road. There's going to be another road that comes up this. I'll cut it down some, but it's going to come around here, go right up between that yucca there and that sotol, and kind of sweep around. And then I want a little lay down yard, and I'm going to use a bunch of the spoils out of phase 2 of the pond to build a little flat area up there to lay down all that pipe and excess material that I have on the other side over there. So that water, as that water sheets off the side of this incline here, it's going to hit the upper side of that road and be channeled down, you know, with a bunch of little check dams down into the creek, and that's how I'll mitigate the water later. But this is a temporary fix. That should about do it. I think that took about 10 minutes. That'll make it go into the creek instead of going whatever path it wants to down there. It was calving off the soil on the edge there where it dropped off, where I cut down for the trailer to back in there to haul off all those spoils. Alright, well that was on my to-do list, and I kept telling myself I was going to do it. I finally did it. I'm going to go back over there and start hauling off the spoils that I piled up on the other side of the rock pile there, and then I'll be hauling rock up, get all that area cleaned up, and then I doubt I'll have time today. If I do have time, I'll start digging that exploratory hole over there to see how deep I can get in the pond. It should be nice to hit 25, we'll see. doesn't have much moisture in it. I'm gonna haul this and dump it on that side over there. Just build that road out a little bit more so I can build that little swell / bar ditch on the upper side. I don't want to drop it up there on the road because it's going to turn to powder and I won't be able to get any traction if I decide to bring something up higher with the trailer. Well, I got all the spoils up there. Now I've got this massive pile of rock to move, which is probably going to take me all day, but it needs to be done. So I'm going to haul this and dump it up there on the inner side of the road. You know, I'll need it on the all the way on the sides, and then the little dikes, leaky weirs, check dams going down. So I need quite a bit of rock. And then I need a whole bunch of rock on the outside of the road, but that's not really an erosion issue. The inside's where it, you know, has the most water running against it, so I'm gonna work on that, focus on that first. Let's get going. say at this point I moved about half that rock pile. I'm going to take the machine up there and knock down what I have up on the road, and then take this load that's in the truck up there and dump it while I have the machine up there and get it to the side. Might be able to get all this today, we'll see. Officially used all the available daylight. Got it built up quite a bit higher with this little bumper edge here I made. Ended up getting 4 loads of rock up here. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the day. I'll see you on the next one.